So yeah, map will be useful, can start from the map will be useful when you cannot see anything around you and you can't orientate only by the map. Or we can put it into the opposite way. So map will be map will be the mess, and you try to figure out something and map looks weird and you try to operate it. Or you, for example, creating the map of the cities. So you don't have the real geography because it's like Middle Ages, and you're drawing the map and try to figure out how to draw something, and you have hints how to where to put the cities, how to put the roads, but you can be wrong, and there are points for right organization and wrong organization. So you try to spend some like points to create the right roads and to draw the right roads and right map cities on the map. For example, that's just very random thing. Power supply. Okay, of course, crazy machines. Shooter with ammo connected with the energy, so you have like the battery, the giant battery on your back, and you're shooting and you cannot go. For example, there is the big energy generator and our character is connected by the cord with this generator, and you can't go far away from it because it's the wire, you can't just break it, and you need the energy from that power supply. So you need to protect it and can't go far away from it, and you need to kill enemies. And enemies will aim into you and will try to cut this wire, for example. It's first round. It's first round list. 1 of 5. And this is 2 of 5, and this is 3 of 5. And I'm not discussing fourth because I didn't vote yet. Oh no, I did. No, I did vote, but we don't have the results. That's why I'm speaking only about those who have the results, because the first 5 themes will be used in the last round. So, attraction. A lot of games with the particles, I believe, because maybe I'm working too much with the particles, but it's how I see the attraction. So we have a point, some gravity, and for example, okay, it could be something like romantic, maybe. I'm not good at romantic games, sadly. Maybe it could have, well, I think it would be connected with the gravity, because, attraction. Maybe this word has another meanings. I should check in the dictionary. But it probably will be like puzzle or something like that. I will think about that. Okay, world in the skies. Things should be connected with the fallen. So skies is something above, far away. So probably should be connected with the fallen. It probably should be connected with maybe it could be connected with the weather. It could be connected with the space, because it's basically our skies. And of course it could be connected with some aircrafts. So I can make the game about zeppelins, for example. Or it could be some falling down platformer. Or it could be, a very light version of Kerbal Space Program, again space. In the skies. What else? Maybe we can somehow do it connected with the weather. So the easiest thing is like, for example, plane trying to go through the hard weather, so clouds and lightnings, or maybe it should be the simulator. For example, we have some, I don't know, station in the skies, and it has, so it's in the sky, so we have the clouds, storm clouds, the wind, and all other things that trying to kill the station. You are the monster. Good thing. It's just 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. here. You're the monster. A lot of things. For example, yeah, it could be directly you're the monster, you're killing people like peasants, for example, Middle Ages again. I should think about games that I shouldn't draw because I won't have an artist. You are the monster, you're the monster. What should Speaking about cute games, that actually could be something like when you're trying to train the monster. Like, here's my monster, you're my monster. So we have some fluffy monster that has, okay, sorry for fluffy, but it has some abilities, and he's growing like horns and claws, and you really, so like Spore, but sitting in the room and gaining abilities and appearance, for example. I'm trying to make something unusual. Expanding world. Interesting. For example, it could be some exploring. So, for example, you're setting strategy-like game. You set in your city and then exploring everything. Or it could be, for example, we have a lot of pieces that are floating apart, and you need to, for example, throw the hook to another piece, connect to it, and go further. So you need to climb through the falling apart parts of the world, and if you stay, and at your back is a black hole. So black hole, and everything is flowing apart, and you try to go far away from that black hole, for example. Beyond the wall. Interesting. Of course, obvious thing is some story about someone who escaped some place and found out that the world is different than he imagined it, but that's more like story. If put into the game mechanics, it's... I'm sorry. Most of people leave this long speech. Yeah. Okay. Beyond the wall. If making something more interesting, I had some idea about it, but I forgot about it. That's bad. Okay, never mind. Abandon it. I don't like this thing. I don't like the themes, one word themes, seriously. Abandon it. Nah, I'll just skip this. Okay, the last two most interesting themes. Death is not the end. Again, story when you're already dead and you're trying to find your way through the underworld, or mechanically, each time you die, you create something. So you use your corpse, not a real one, but something that symbolizes your death, as the building material, for example. So you need to die to create more resources, and from these resources you build your path to that. For example, destroying yourself. Again, it could be connected with that, or or it's dummy thing when you need to crash the best way you can. For example, okay, I'm stop speaking. I know that's boring. I'm sorry. I just want to briefly go through the themes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope I will see you here at the weekend. We will be doing Ludum Dare. I will be here with much better ideas because this is just too late for me. So, okay, see you on the Saturday.